Hey guys, this is Mr. Schneider coming to you today to do a quick demo for some percussion. Percussion is a blanket term that is used by concert bands to refer to all drum and mallet instruments that are in the repertoire that drummers learn to do. If you are a percussionist, you're not just a drummer. You actually learn a wide variety of things, as many as 13, 14 instruments you'll play in a year. And so a percussionist at Yorktown Middle needs to have his own pair of snare sticks, which you can get just from a store. And then they also need to acquire either a snare drum or a snare pad. This is a snare pad, not a snare drum, but you can get that. And then also what's called a bell set. And I'll show you all that in a minute. And drummers, 99% of the time, percussionists play standing up. I know I'm sitting down for a brief moment, but I'm about to stand up. But basically you're talking about, you're talking about drumming on a pad, and I teach them how to do that with rhythms. But what I want to do actually is pick up the phone and see if I can flip my screen here. Well, at least I can turn it around here. Okay. Anyways, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to show you guys kind of the variety of what we got going on here. So here is a snare drum right here. And, we have these here, but you can also, acquire your own or a snare pad. This just happens to be bongos. The kids would learn how to play that as well. But I wanted to show you one of the biggest questions I get from parents about percussion is, are spaces limited? Are there limited amount of spaces in the percussion section? And the answer is sometimes yes. This year, no. This year, everybody that wanted percussion got into the percussion line, but sometimes I have very large numbers that want to be in the percussion line, and we can usually, in each class of kids, the 6th grade class, the 7th grade class, the 8th grade class, we can usually only take 7, roughly, 6 to 7, 7 usually at the most, per class level to be in the percussion line. And here's the reason I wanted you to see this. This is my band room. It kind of looks convoluted, but it's not. We have, because of COVID, we have all of these stations that are set at 10-foot intervals and things. But as you see here, we have one bass drum. That's our only bass drum. And we have one set of timpani right there. And we have, one xylophone. This is the bell set, by the way. I'm kind of going out of order, but you'd want to acquire a bell set. These are actually fairly inexpensive. And here's a drum pad right there, kind of underneath. So that's another example there of kind of what the kids would want to get, the drum pad and the bell set. But we have one suspended cymbal that we have set up. We have one marimba, So if you add all that up together, that means that in a piece of music, you might have 7, or more. It might be more than that sometimes, but that's usually what we can allow to have so that every kid is playing something. We can double some things too, but we can't have, for example, 2 bass drum players or 2 marimbas or 2 cymbal play. There's only one cymbal. So that's kind of how that works. In regards to learning to play all these things, another question I often get is, does my child need to buy mallets? Now a mallet, these are snare drum sticks. Mallets are right here. Mallets are yarn. Well, they could be plastic too, but these happen to be yarn. And this, what these are used for is for actually playing on a marimba. Okay, and the answer is no, you don't have to acquire your own mallets. We have percussion cabinets and things that have their own mallets over there to help you guys out. So the next question you might have is, well, if my child wants percussion, how do they get in if there's an audition? Again, some years there's not, like this year there wasn't. If there ever is, the way we do that to make it fair is we do a rhythm test. I think it's the second week of the school year, and it's just clapping. The kids don't have to play anything on percussion. They don't have to sing anything or be able to show any sort of specific percussion ability. They just have to be able to do the rhythms that we're teaching in class. And literally, I would just take the top, whoever scores the highest, I would take the top 6 or 7 or 8 or whatever it is I'm taking that year into the percussion line, offer them spots first if they want it, and then the other guys would just decide to be trumpet or trombone or clarinet or whatever it is, that was their second choice. So that was really quick, guys. I don't know if I covered everything, but I wanted you to kind of see the array of what we have here and kind of get an idea for why it is that we do what we do. I'm sure you still have questions. There's a lot more percussion instruments too that kids learn, from glockenspiel to chimes to orchestra bells to tambourine to congas, and it goes on and on. But to be a percussionist, you don't just play snare drum, you play lots and lots of things. So hopefully that was fun for you, and I look forward to working with you guys. All right, take care.